Running an organization with more than 16,000 employees, serving more than 3 million people in an area the size of Connecticut can be difficult. Getting all those people talking and pointing in the same direction is hard. But this local government, year in and year out, does it, and does it really well. Our Board of Supervisors makes it happen. Our employees make it happen during economic times that haven't exactly been rosy. Here, it's a simple organization, really, a Board of Supervisors, a Chief Administrative Officer, and 5 groups. Each of those groups is headed by a Deputy CAO, acting as a General Manager for that group. And that is key, that General Manager. We use a general management system. Now, part of that system is a commitment to what's called functional threading and monitor and control. Unlike a lot of local governments, these 5 GMs meet every week, not just once or twice a year around budget time. But it goes far beyond money, beyond just budget. It influences how we think strategically, how we think long term. Our strategic plan has 3 initiatives, 3 commitments we make to residents every day: promoting safe communities, sustainable environments, and healthy families. Let's take healthy families as an example. Sure, its name implies health.
But Healthy Families is more than just about doctors, nurses, and hospitals. It's more than simply the Health and Human Services Agency. Healthy Families is all about making it easier to live a healthier lifestyle, and its goals are threaded throughout our enterprise among different county groups.
We do things like promote walking at a county park or a sport at a rec center, running healthy eating classes at a library, a cooking and gardening program at Juvenile Hall, the Farm and Home Advisor Master Gardener program with more than 260 volunteers helps create and support 300+ school and community gardens.
The world we build around us can have a huge impact on our health. Things like neighborhood or park design, these affect the way we live, and that's a powerful concept. So now we have Parks and Recreation, Public Works, Development Services. We're now the players in this fight against obesity. That opens the door for some exciting collaborations between departments.
And that is where we hit Live Well San Diego, the county's multi-year vision for healthy, safe, and thriving communities. But to live well, you have to lead well. And that leadership is found in our strong financial position, starting with our credit ratings.
We're rated AAA by Standard & Poor's and by Fitch Ratings, and AA1 by Moody's Investor Service. And these ratings are a testament of the faith that the market has in the County of San Diego and how we manage our finances and our operations.
That's good news in a still tepid economy. See, whatever you buy has an effect on county government. Whether it's a few groceries at the store or maybe you're buying a new house, most of the county's discretionary money comes from sales taxes and property taxes. And on that front, the county's treasurer tax collector reports a more than 98% collection rate for property taxes. That's the highest it's been in 10 years. That money is used to pay for things that make the county great. But when the economy is bad, spending goes down and there may not be as many dollars coming in. That's where you need strong leadership, strong employees to get through the tough times and stay focused on those 3 strategic initiatives. The first initiative is Safe Communities. It's sheriff's deputies on the street, probation officers, but it's also emergency services rolling out a popular mobile app.
SD Emergency app has very important information for people to know during a disaster, such as the disaster perimeter, shelter locations, and road closures. We also just recently launched a child care disaster planning guide, and we've trained hundreds of county employees on disaster service worker duties, such as working at a local assistance center or at a shelter.
We partner with UC San Diego Life Sharing and the iBank to help the medical examiner with organ and tissue donation. Way off in the distance out there is Lyons Peak. This is the extreme southern part of San Diego County. You may not be able to tell, but up on top of that peak are some communication towers. Those towers are receiving a signal from that little white box that's up on top of this fire station in Jamul. This is something called ASAP Net. The County Fire Authority has been working on this. It's high-speed broadband technology that links a lot of these fire stations in the backcountry. The DA's office took on 40,000 criminal cases with a 94% felony conviction rate, one of the highest in the state. We also focus on residents who are victims of crimes.
Our victim advocates are there to make sure that the court, the judge, knows exactly what impact this crime has had on victims.
The DA, probation, sheriff, and other partners are managing public safety realignment, where the state shifted responsibility for certain offenders to counties to manage locally and to house in local jails. The Board of Supervisors directed the sheriff to expand capacity of the East Mesa Detention Facility by 400 beds.
He's also changed the orientation of that facility's operation from one that is solely detentions to one that's rich in reentry services.
Our medical examiner's office and DA put out the word about the dangers of new synthetic drugs like spice and bath salts. Deaths from these drugs and calls to poison centers are on the rise. In the current year, the Sheriff's Department completed an upgrade to the Regional Communications Systems Core, extending the useful life of the region's key radio system until a new system can be funded, procured, and installed. The sheriff also deployed the Regional Sex Offender Notification System. Now you can receive alerts on changes to the status of sex offenders in the Megan's Law database. But Safe Communities is more than just cops and disasters. It's making sure things like pesticides and chemicals are handled properly. It's making sure people like Kevin here in Ag Weights and Measures are outfitted with mobile devices so they can stay in the field doing inspections, serving customers without being tied to a desk in a traditional office. Environmental health practice with hospitals on what to do should there be a chemical spill. And not just chemicals. Environmental health took those restaurant letter grades one step further.
We partnered with mobile food facilities to begin giving them a letter grade. This system protects consumers by showing them exactly how that facility did on their last inspection report and allowing them to make an educated dining choice, just like a regular restaurant.
In the past year, our vector disease and diagnostic lab tested thousands of animals for West Nile virus, hantavirus, and encephalitis. The Department of Housing and Community Development has been busy inspecting every one of its 11,000 housing units, making sure they're safe and sanitary for residents. Animal Services took care of 26,000 sheltered dogs and cats, 71% of which were either reunited with their owner or adopted out to a new family. The department also had 0% euthanasia of any healthy, friendly animal. And the County Communications Office put the word out about safe communities through its nationally award-winning County News Center website, as well as a robust social media presence. Leapfrogging traditional media and going directly to county residents on their desktops at home, their tablets at the coffee house, or their smartphone while they're in line at the store. Educating the public about how we work to keep communities safe every day. Next is sustainable environments, promoting livable communities while bolstering economic growth. When you hear that term, sustainable environment, you might be thinking of something like this, great open space, but it's really also about this. You see, sustainability is more than just some wildflowers and parks and trees and things. It is promoting responsible infrastructure development and land use. We created the Department of Planning and Development Services, consolidating different permitting functions from different departments into one department.
We're processing more building permits than ever featuring solar panels. This year, through the County of San Diego's Solar Incentive Program, we will be providing fee waivers and same-day expedited permit processing for 2,400 projects featuring solar photovoltaic panels.
In the courtroom, Child Support Services is now paperless in hearings. The Public Defender's Office and the DA have electronic discovery, no paper, and a process that is much more efficient. Speaking of efficient, the Registrar of Voters Office now has more people than ever voting by mail, doubling its goal of a 5% increase in vote-by-mail voters this past presidential election. General Services pushes sustainability in its building projects, noting a 2% drop in electricity usage in county buildings. Speaking of buildings, County Libraries opened its new branch in Lincoln Acres. We opened the next phase of the massive County Operations Center in Kearny Mesa. We began construction of a new sheriff's station in Rancho San Diego, a new Registrar of Voters office in Kearny Mesa, and a new women's detention facility in Santee. And we started building a new jewel on the Embarcadero, the new county waterfront park. And it was a banner year for county libraries. It was named the 2012 Library of the Year by Library Journal, in essence calling it the top library system in America.
Of the almost 9,000 public libraries we won, that tells us our peer libraries think we're great. It also tells us we're doing something right, that our community loves us, and we're giving great service and innovative programs, which is why we won. Do you know San Diego County Library sees as many people in a year as the Padres, the Chargers, and the Zoo combined. We are rockin' busy and we love it.
Health and Human Services, Public Works, Housing and Community Development partnered with school districts in the Safe Routes to School program, promoting walking and biking instead of driving to school. Environmental Health uses social media to put the word out on beach water quality. Just check your Facebook or your Twitter. If the water quality is deemed unsafe for swimming, you know before you leave home. Ag Weights and Measures routinely inspects packages at the warehouse level. Detector dogs sniff out anything that can threaten the county's $1.5 billion agriculture industry. Public Works maintains thousands of miles of county roads, maintaining culverts, new paving, building sidewalks, and clearing roads during bad weather. Our Assessor Recorder Clerk's office makes it a lot easier now for you to apply for assessment appeals. And whatever property you're talking about, it sits under cleaner skies.
This past year saw the region's best air quality since we started monitoring back in the mid-1950s. We work with industry and provide a number of incentive programs totaling millions of dollars annually. These incentive programs are really paying dividends.
This fiscal year, we also acquired another 750 acres of land for the county's multiple species conservation program, adding more land to the 16-year-old plan for preserving open space and helping to promote sustainable environments. The third and final strategic initiative is Healthy Families, making it easier to help kids and adults lead healthier lives. As we mentioned earlier, it is more than just doctors and nurses, more than just health. With Live Well San Diego, it's also about safety, the well-being of the entire county. See, it's a strategic way of thinking, bringing together all these county groups and outside stakeholders together to weave that wellness message all over the county. And it starts with the workforce. County Human Resources works with Health and Human Services. They sponsor walks, contests, free blood pressure screenings held on Valentine's Day, as well as yoga and Zumba classes at several locations. More employees are getting out, getting active, and getting the wellness message. Parks and Rec started its QR Fit Trails. Use your mobile device to get fitness info and videos as you work out. They also beefed up several community trails to get people outside, get exercise, and get healthy. Ag Weights and Measures certifies local producers, organic growers, and farmers markets, making it easier for you to eat healthy by finding fresh, local produce. We celebrated the 10th anniversary of the San Pasqual Academy, the first of its kind residential school for foster youth. We held a prescription drug take-back event and collected nearly 4 tons of unused prescriptions. We also set up 24 permanent drop boxes at sheriff stations to get unused prescriptions out of circulation and out of the hands of addicts. And our Health and Human Services Agency has a program called Legacy Corps, helping a specific population through the tough times.
It's really great that Aging Independent Services, Legacy Corps, and Veteran Services work together. And what we do, we provide a break for military members, veterans, and their families. And in this way, we reduce stress and burden for those military families.
Promoting healthy families also means getting those whose life has taken a wrong turn back on track.
Approximately 2 years ago at the Reflection School, a group of therapists, probation officers, we started a running program, and we train on Tuesdays, and we involve the students in 5Ks, 10Ks, 15Ks, and even this year we had a student do a half marathon. This program has involved the staff and the families watch their children run in these events, and it inspires them to exercise as well.
Being there to promote healthy families in San Diego County. Promoting safe communities, sustainable environments, and healthy families, the 3 pillars, the 3 strategic initiatives for the County of San Diego. Not one group, not one department works alone in our Live Well San Diego vision. Our employees and our vision make all this possible. But remember, if you're going to live well, you have to lead well. And more than ever, the County of San Diego leads well.